already know the details of the crime you're being charged with. First-degree murder. You're gonna die in here. They'll have you killed in a cell or in the chair, unless I stop them. Do you want me to stop them?
Why is it that every single person that comes through that door says the same thing? I've already said everything I'm going to say.
Look, Bryce, this interview isn't going to be like the other ones. You know this person. He shows up about every 10 years for the last 11 decades. And he hasn't changed a bit. This man's been linked to cult activity, and in every instance, each one of his followers has committed suicide. This time there were survivors. Why?
First of all, we're not a cult. Don't call us a cult. Second of all, we didn't just survive.
What do you mean?
We were spared.
I found some footage at the scene of the crime. It has some kind of congregation with you in it. Only I know this. And it could be incriminating evidence. If you give me something good to go off of, I can destroy it.
How did you find... Listen. I don't know what you want me to say.
I want to start with the homicide. Tell me how it happened.
Adrian, towards a couple months before the accident or incident or whatever you want to call it, he started to change. He summoned me, Nick, and Tracy. Said he wanted Martha's baby or some shit like that. A couple weeks beforehand, I saw him reading this botanist journal. I'm not sure where it was from or whose botanist journal it was, but he seemed interested in some sort of tea. I was more interested in what he wanted to do with that child, but I was too afraid to ask him. He told us we had to wait, though. Whatever it was he was going to do, we had to wait a month for it. I assume that's because the baby wasn't born yet or something like that.
Martha was the woman who was killed, and the man was the father?
Yeah. Seth was his name. It's funny, the last thing he ever said was that it was all for nothing. It was a waste. When he said that, I knew I had to leave. I had done something bad, really unforgivable. It's not like it didn't feel like I did it. It was like something had taken over me, you know? Adrian, he's different. Sometimes I hear him speaking in tongues. Weird fucking shit I can't even explain, and sometimes I just hear it in the back of my fucking head. He reads books on rituals and blood magic. I don't even know where he gets them. I just want this all to fucking end.
Yeah, I don't know how much of this I believe, Bryce. There's always a logical explanation. How did you get to meet this man?
I had a fight with my girlfriend one night. She threw all my shit out on the curb. So I went out and I got drunk. And I was sitting on the sidewalk. And a hand reached out to me and I took it.
Okay, Bryce. I need to talk to the other two. Is there anything else you need to say?
Stop now. While you still have a chance. He must know everything, and he does know everything. It's safe to assume he knows everything about you and who you are.
Bryce is a prick. Don't believe anything he has to say. No one asked him to do anything. Adrian asked me because he loved me. He loves me. The others think he's different, but he's not. He's a human, a man, and he's mine.
Tracy, you strike me as an upfront person. Is that a safe assumption? I think it's in your best interest if you tell me everything you know and be completely honest about what got you here.
Bryce is a liar. You can't believe anything he says. Mostly. But what he said about Adrian was true. There was something weird about the way he acted.
The way Adrian acted?
Yes.
What do you mean, Tracy?
Well, there was something strange about the way he talked to the family. His appearance changed. His eyes got different. He and Nick were talking. They were conspiring, so I watched them. I saw them talking in his office. And when I saw Martha, it looked like she feared for her life. I didn't know what he meant when he said he needed the baby. But I soon found out. Then I was told to help.
Help with what? Killing Martha and her husband?
No! I was told to clean up the blood and dispose of their possessions.
And you just did that without hesitation. How long after the baby was born did Martha die?
Born? No. No, Agent Warner. She was never born. She was taken long before that was supposed to happen.
Did she have a C-section? Is this a premature birth? What hospital was this performed at?
Not in a hospital. In a church. Under the eyes of God. We had to work with the tools available.
Sickening.
Well, yes, it was a stretch to take it that early, but Adrian, he assured it was time.
And how much more time before the baby was due?
67 days, 2 hours, and 18 minutes.
He and the baby disappeared. Where did they go?
I just can't answer that. I don't know. He just vanished.
You know, your friends don't trust you. I'm not sure I trust you.
Trust? You're not really in the right place to talk about trust. The footage, Warner, the footage. You found it because Adrian wanted you to have it. And I know that you, of all people, weren't the only one to find it.
You know, you're in a worse position than I am. I just know that judge wants to send you straight to hell. Seems like you're going to die to pay for your crimes.
That baby was never meant to be born, but it served its purpose. Adrian was beginning to look weak in his age.
I can find him with your help. He made you do terrible things. You shouldn't protect him. Give me something to go on, anything. I can see it in your eyes. Your life isn't worth sacrificing to protect someone else. Tell me which direction he was headed, and I'll cut you a break.
picture. Get his gun, shoot the other two, then kill yourself. You will see me again, another time,